All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're live. This is the 2026 championship game for Division IV, the Missouri Christian School Athletic Association State Championship. Division IV, this is for the state title. We just missed the tip-off. We were having a studio problem. Apologies for that. We'll get a scoreboard up here on camera here in just a bit. First time out or dead ball, we'll try and get that set. This is Polk County Christian School Knights in white. They are the defending two-time champions, 24-25, for this title against the Eagle Ridge Christian School Eagles in the black. Hannah Hale bringing the ball down for the Knights, number 1. She's one of the starters. Over to Gray on the near side, number 15, up top to Destiny, 21, down to Sandage in the corner for a jump shot inside, and Eagles with the rebound. Nope. Ariana comes up with the rebound, gives it to Destiny up top, driving into the paint, and there's the first basket, folks. Knights on the board. Eagles bringing the ball in, and there's a whistle. Travel on that call. While that's getting reset, I'm going to see if I can get that scoreboard showing on your screen. Destiny bringing the ball over to the Gray on the far side, inside intended for Sandage, and the Eagles tip the ball, and it's out of bounds. No jump ball. Not out of bounds. There we go. That's a camera pointed at the scoreboard here in the venue. And travel on the Knights. All right, folks, you're watching PCCS TV. Eagles bringing the ball in. She sends it up top, and Gray with a beautiful steal there. Up to Hale. Hale over to Destiny. Destiny taking the screen along the baseline, and there's a foul. Ariana bringing the ball in for the Knights to Hale in the corner, up top to Destiny. Back down to Ariana in the corner. Ariana up to Hale, back out to Destiny. And she's driving into the paint, pass the ball out to Ariana for a long two-point. Good effort, but that's a miss. Sandage going for the putback. Missed it. She's bringing it out. Gives it to Gray. Gray inside to Sandage. Turns around, puts it straight up. Draws a foul. Looks like Sandage going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. That was on black 12 on the arm. First free throw is a miss. Second free throw is a miss, and the Eagles going for the rebound, tip it out of bounds, so it's white ball. And Sandage puts the ball up. Good for 2, so it's 4-0. Destiny with a steal. Flying jump to grab the steal on the inbound pass, but the Eagles get the ball back. And Destiny with another steal. She's hungry for a win. There's Sandage with another 2 points. 6-0. Eagles bring the ball in. They give it over to the other side. Number 2, passing it down to 21. 21 across to 12. 12 up to, I think that's 18, gives it to 4. 4 taking it down to the near side, inside to, well, the bounce pass to 12. She puts it up, missed the shot. Gray with the rebound. Sandage bringing the ball across. Sandage down to Destiny on the near side. Passing it out to Ariana. Ariana up top to Hale. Hale over to Gray on the far side, going for maybe a three-point effort. It was an effort and missed it. And the Eagles get the rebound. Maybe 12, bringing it across. Yep, gives it to 4. And no, that was 10. Okay, 4's got the ball, gives it back to 10 up top. 10 down to 2, outside to 12. No, 22 back up top to 10, inside to 2. Back out to 22, cross court to 4, and to 12 under the basket. She's going to put it up, and 22 travel, I think. No, ref says foul. We're good with that. I thought it might have been a foul, but I didn't know if the travel was before that. Makes sense. She was fouled during the shot, and then she landed. So number 2 going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. Folks, thank you for watching PCCS TV. And first basket's good. It's 6-1. Second basket. That's a miss. And jump ball. Possession goes to, looks like maybe Black. Eagles ball under their own basket. Number 10 bringing the ball in for the Eagles. She's going to give it to 2 up top. Puts the shot up and miss. Ariana tips it to Gray. Gray gives it to Hale to bring it across. Hale down to Destiny on the far side, driving along the baseline. Putting a shot up and draws a foul on the floor before the shot. It was a holding. Eagles are going to sub number 3 coming in for number 22. Ariana bringing the ball in for the Knights. Sending it across to Sandage in the corner, going up for an instant three-point shot. And Eagles with the rebound. Number 4, she's open. Well, got a defender in front of her. And Destiny tip of the ball. It's out of bounds. I'm not sure. I think the ref signaled it was out off white. Black ball. Yep. Okay. The Knights are playing aggressive, as long as they don't let that get them into foul trouble. Eagles bring it into 12. Back to 4, going for a long three-point. No good. And Hale with the rebound. Hale's going to bring it down for the Knights. Over to Destiny. Destiny taking it up top. Puts it inside to Ariana. Out to Gray. Gray driving along the baseline. Putting in a jump shot. Missed the shot. Number 2 with the rebound. And there's a whistle. That's on Sandage. 0-0 for the Knights. Whistle was on the floor before the shot, so the Eagles bringing the ball in. I think that's number 2 bringing it in. 2 over to, well, missed pass, number 10. Coach Burton calling a 30-second timeout on the Knights. Had a chance to visit with the refs again briefly before the broadcast. This particular ref in the center of the court is a great-grandma. Congratulations to her. She's been doing this for quite a while. Moving up and down the court like I wish I could. All right, folks, you're watching PCCS TV. Thank you for tuning in to Polk County Christian School. And again, this is the Missouri Christian School Athletic Association State Championship. This is Game 1. High school girls, PCCS Knights hosting Eagle Ridge Christian School Eagles. Players are back out on the court. Ariana brings it into Destiny, driving straight down to the paint, put the shot up, and it's good for 2. 8-1. Eagles bring the ball in, give it to 4. She's going to bring it down, and she's getting some heavy defense, so she puts it over to 10. Back over to 4. 4 inside to 2, back out to 10. 10 down to 3, putting the shot up. Oh, good effort. And Eagles get the rebound. It's up top to 10. 10 back over to 3, going for another three-point effort, and that's a miss. Destiny with that rebound. She sees she's in front for the offense, Passing it down to Ariana, who's open. Oh, Sandage going for the putback, missed it. She's going to dribble out, and the ball's off of White. Good effort. Aaliyah Presley subbing in for Hannah Hale. Aaliyah, number 23. Eagles bringing the ball in. And over to number 12. 12, passing it back up top to 4. 4 over to 10, and oh, good shot. Was that ref signals 2, I think. She must have had a foot on the line. Yep, 2-pointer on the scoreboard there. Still a good shot, folks. We're hitting replay for the Eagles on that. Destiny bringing the ball back across. She's swinging around the far side, backing down to the paint, puts it out to Ariana for a three-point effort. It's off the backboard, and Eagles 12 with the rebound, gives it to 10. 10's going to bring it back. 10 with a travel. She was trying to stop. Good effort. Ball on the near sideline. Ariana bringing the ball in. These Knights have had a fabulous season this year. The entire season is available on YouTube, youtube.com/@PCCS. We've been available to stream pretty much every game. Okay, shot was up. It's a miss, and the Eagles bringing it back, passing it over to 4. 4 bringing it to the near side, inside to 2, up top to 10. Back over to 4 on this side, inside to 2 again, down to 12. Over to 4, going for a three-point effort. That's a miss. Sandage picked up the loose ball. She's bringing it down, passing it to Destiny. Destiny putting up a layup, missed it, and Eagles get the rebound, give it over to 10 to bring it across. 10 over to 4 to get it across the midcourt line. And inside to 2, back up top to 10, over to 3 on the near side. Going straight up for a shot, and that's a miss. Sandage grabs that ball again. And Destiny getting down, not quite down there in time, and there's a double dribble. Darn it. Not arguing it, folks. I think it was the right call. We're almost at the end of the first quarter. Score still 8-3. Eagles bring the ball in, give it to 4. Over to 10. 10, get back to 4 again, and the ball is out of bounds. Knights ball. Ariana over to Destiny. Destiny bringing it across. And she's giving it Sandage on the far side. Sandage down to Ariana in the corner, inside to Presley. Presley, ball's tipped out, and Ariana gives it back to Destiny. Destiny over to Gray. Gray queuing up for a three-point effort, and oh, so close. Ariana gets the rebound, gives it Sandage, driving along the baseline, putting up a jump shot, and jump ball. Ariana and number 12, I think, on that jump ball. Yes. White ball. Ariana bringing the ball in. Passing it into Gray in the corner. Gray puts shot up. It's tipped by 12. And they throw it down court. Number 4 chasing the ball down. She's by herself, but Destiny caught up to her. They put a shot up. It's a miss. Sandage grabs the ball. She's bringing it back. And there's the buzzer, folks. 8-3 as we go into second quarter action. And apologies for not having this live on YouTube. We had YouTube working briefly for a live stream, a private live stream as a test before the broadcast, but we were having camera issues, and I had to work on some equipment. That's why we missed the tip-off, and because of that, we weren't able to reconnect to YouTube. That may have been part of our camera issues, so instead of messing with it, we're just going to record the game, and we'll upload it as soon as we get home. We'd rather have the whole game or as much of it as we can. All right, so the starting lineup for the Knights was Ariana Larimer, number 13, Destiny Larimer, number 21, Caitlin Sandage, number 00, Hannah Hill, number 01. Peyton Gray, number 15. That's two seniors, Destiny and Ariana. Caitlin, I believe, is a freshman. And Hannah, I think, might be a freshman or an 8th grader. I'm not sure. And then Peyton is 6th or 7th grader. I think Peyton's a 7th grader at this point. And the rest of the team dressed out for the game is Autumn Freilich on this end of the bench there, number 22. The next one down is Nora Everson, number 10. And then we've got Hannah Hale taking a breather. And next to her is Hope Freilich, number 9. And second quarter action. Eagles bring the ball in. Number 3 on the near side. And a steal by Gray. Gray making a fast break, puts the shot up, and it's good for 2, folks. That's a highlight reel for the Knights from the championship. Eagles bring the ball in. Getting full court pressure. Number 2 gets it over to 10 on the far side. They get it across the midcourt line and almost lose the dribble and passing it down to 3. She's in the corner, bringing it up to 4. Inside to 2, putting a shot up, and it's a miss. Ariana clears the board on that one. She's looking for an open player. There's nobody to give it to, so she puts it to Destiny in the corner, faking a 3. Well, nope, she puts up a 3-point effort. Presley with the rebound and draws a foul on the putback effort. So Aaliyah Presley going to the free throw line. Folks, this is Aaliyah's first year appearing at the state championship for the Knights. This is the Knights defending their last 2 titles, 24 and 25. But Aaliyah's first year traveling with us. Look at that. Proud of that. You know she's psyched. Happy to see that. All right, Aaliyah Presley, number 23 on the board. 11-3 now. Second free throw. And that's a miss, and the Eagles clear the board on that one. Number 10, bringing it across. She's getting some pressure, puts it over to 2. 2, brings it across the midcourt line, puts it over to 10. 10 down to 3, and the ball's out of bounds. Nope, yep, it was out of bounds. Hard to see from here. That was my guess, and the ref saw that it was. I was a little premature on my guess there. Destiny getting the ball from Mariana. She's bringing it back across. Destiny over to Sandage, stepping up for a 3-point effort, and good effort, but not quite in. And they throw the pass down court. Number 4 chasing it down. She's getting the ball. And Destiny with a steal, making that fast break. She's driving all the way down, going around the defenders. Puts up a beautiful layup, Destiny Larimer style. That'll be a highlight reel for Destiny. Eagles bringing the ball back across. Sandage with a steal. Slow rolling the jump down for a 2-point layup. That's another highlight reel. 15-3 on the board. Eagles bring the ball into number 10. And Peyton Gray trying to steal the ball. It rolls away and the Eagles pick it up. But a good effort on the steal. And I think that might have been a travel. I wasn't watching the ref. I was watching the ball. But either way, white ball. And sub. Number 22 subbing in for number 3 as Ariana gets ready to bring the ball in for the Knights. Ariana into Destiny. Destiny brings it across over to Sandage on the near side. Sandage down to Ariana in the corner. Back up top to Gray. Gray over to the very top for Sandage, going for a 3-point effort. Oh, it's out of bounds, and Eagles ball. Folks, good game so far. Eagles, number 10 with the inbound. And Sandage picking up the loose ball off the floor, puts it up. That's a miss. Destiny going for the putback and drawing a foul. So Destiny Larimer going to the free throw line shooting for 2. And I believe that was on Eagles number 2. That's their second foul this quarter. Destiny shooting their first of 2 free throws. First one's a miss. Second free throw is a miss, and the Eagles with the rebound. Number 10 bringing the ball down. Gives it to number 4. 4, well, the ball's out of bounds. It's white ball. Ariana brings the ball into Destiny. Destiny's taking the screen, going down the far side, gives it to Ariana. Ariana across the top. Sandage driving in the paint. The ball's loose on the floor. Presley picks it up, puts up a beautiful layup, flat-footed. Great shot. Love to see that. Presley on the court, on the scoreboard again. As the Eagles bring the ball across, and Destiny tips it for a steal. Ariana picks it up, gives it back to Destiny. Destiny giving it to Gray, and I missed the call. Might have been a travel, I'm not sure. But it's going to be Eagles ball. That was a good play no matter what happened. Eagles into number 10. Full court pressure. And loose ball. Peyton picks it up, puts it up, missed the shot, and Knights tip it a couple times, and there's a whistle. I think it's a holding on white 15, Peyton Gray. That's a first team foul for the Knights this quarter. Eagles bring the ball in. Number 2 with the ball. They get it across the midcourt line. Number 4 is open and loses the dribble to Gray. To Hale. Hale bringing it back, passes it out to Sandage. Driving along the baseline, gives it to Gray. Gray up top to Sandage, going for a three-point effort, and off the inside of the rim. And Destiny picking the ball up. Gives it out to Sandage. Sandage down to Gray in the corner. Inside, intended for another Knight. And the Eagles steal the pass. 10, bringing it across, full court pressure. She gives it to 4, down to 2. Long pass down to 12, who's under the basket. And 12 passing it to 10. Destiny jumps up, grabs the ball. Maybe hit her head. Looks like she's getting up. She's under her own power. I think she's laughing. Yep, she's holding her forehead a little bit. But she's moving under her own power. She's doing fine. And Nora Everson going to sub in for Destiny. Make sure. Give her a breather. Nora Everson, number 10. All right, Eagles bringing the ball in. Into number 4, back to 10. Up to 4. 4 across to 2. 2 inside to 4, back out to 10. 10, back out to 4. 2, down to 22 on the far side, up top to 4. And up to 2. Inside to 4. 4 turns around, puts shot up, missed it. And the ball's out of bounds off white, I believe. Folks, thank you for tuning in to PCCS TV. And the Eagles, number 12, puts a shot up. Draws a foul, number 12, going to the free throw line, I believe. Ref says white 15, Peyton Gray. Eagles going to shoot for 2. That's 2 team fouls for each team right now, with 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second quarter. And the first free throw's good. That's a beautiful shot. Give her credit. Number 12. Good looking shot there. Second free throw, that's a miss, but the Eagles get the rebound. They give it back to 12. She puts it right back up, and Nora Everson with the rebound for the Knights. Hannah Hale gets the ball. She's bringing it down, passes it to Gray. Gray turns around, gives a bounce pass to Ariana, cross court to Sandage, who's open. Sandage puts it up for 2, and it's 19-4. Good teamwork for the Knights there. Eagles getting around the full court pressure, putting it down to 22 back to 2. 2 over to 4. 4 down to 10 to get it across the midcourt line. Over to 22 on the far side, and she lost the dribble, and Hale picks it up. And a foul on 22. Destiny Larimer queuing to sub in for the Knights. She's coming in for Peyton Gray. Peyton's had a great quarter and a great season so far this year. All right, Ariana puts the ball into Destiny. Destiny bringing it back across. Remember, she just came back in after bouncing her head on the floor. Destiny over to Hale in the corner. Hale up top to Sandage, driving into the free throw line, puts it out to Destiny on the far side. Along the baseline, out to Ariana, and the ball's out of bounds off the Knights. Good effort. Eagles pass it in. Destiny with an instant steal. Gives it straight over to Sandage for 2 points. Beautiful teamwork. Love to see that. And the Eagles pass it in, and they keep it. Number 12's got the ball. She gets down to Everson, has to slow down. Puts it up to 2. Wow, with a good 2-point shot, folks. Give her credit. That was a beautiful shot from way out. She was close to the 3-point line. Destiny driving it down, gives it to Sandage on the far side. She's going to drive along the baseline. Puts it up for 2. Good play for the Knights. 23-6, a minute 47 seconds left in the first half. Eagles bring the ball in. They're getting that full court pressure. They pass it down to 10. Everson there for defense while everyone else catches up. And the Eagles are going to slow it down. Number 4 up to 10. 10 over to 4. Four over to 3, 3 to 10 in the corner. She's stepping in, taking the screen. No, passed it to the screener. 12 put the shot up, and it's a miss. Everson picking up the loose ball, gives it to Destiny. Destiny making that fast break all the way down. Puts a shot up. Missed the shot. Good effort. I've seen her make those before, so I understand her making that shot. I'm always amazed when she does. Eagles bringing the ball back across. Number 3 up top. She's passing it down to 10, but Ariana with a steal. And so she passes a long pass down to Destiny. Cross to Sandage and up for 2. Missed it. Destiny falling as she grabs the ball. Ref signals travel. Peyton Gray subbing in for Nora Everson. Eagles bring the ball in. Number 10 in the corner with the ball. Destiny grabs the ball, puts it up for 2, and there's a beautiful basket. Destiny on the board again. 25-6. Eagles bringing it in again. And Peyton Gray trying to steal, tips it out of bounds. I believe it's still going to be Eagles ball. Out on white, I think. And that's correct. Eagles bringing the ball in. 10. Bounce pass into 4. Gets it back from 4, and 10 brings it all the way across. Passing it to number 12 under the basket. And too high. 12 couldn't get it, so the Knights pick it up. Sandage bringing it back, making that fast break all the way down. And it's out off white. I thought she was trying to get it out. Either low pass to Destiny or trying to put it out off the Eagles, but it's off white. So timeout Black. I think maybe 30. Yep, 30 seconds Black. Folks, exciting action here at the Missouri Christian School Athletic Association State Championships. This is the final game for the championship. Polk County Christian School Knights in white going for first place against the Eagle Ridge Christian School in black also going for first place. The winner of this game will be the state champions. If it's the Knights, it'll be 3 years in a row. They are absolutely looking for a three-peat, but it's still too early to call it. And the Eagles are looking to unseat the Knights. I have not watched the Eagles play before, so I can't speak to their play. I've watched the Knights, and they've had a good season. Eagles bring the ball in. Number 10 bringing it across, and that was a travel. She slid a foot at the last second, trying to slow up and stop to pass it. And Ariana bringing the ball in for the Knights. Gives it to Destiny. Destiny bringing it across. Down to, well intended, down court. And, oh, there's a buzzer. That's the end of the first half, folks. 25-6 as we go into the halftime break. We're in Joplin, Missouri. Again, at the Missouri Christian School Athletic Association Championship. And you are watching PCCS TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. While we're on a halftime break, it looks like a 10-minute break for halftime. We'll give a quick shout out to sponsors for Polk County Christian School. These are businesses that regularly sponsor the Polk County Christian School auction fundraiser, which, by the way, is coming up next Saturday. So if you don't have your tickets yet, get your tickets. If you want the dinner included, you can get a ticket for that. If you want to skip the dinner, which will be catered by CMH Catering, Citizens Memorial Hospital in Bolivar, Missouri, doing the catering for that event, and that's always good catering. And so if you don't want the dinner, you can skip that and get a ticket to attend without the dinner. And the dinner's always good, but there's always a lot of great stuff on here on the auction at Polk County Christian School. They've usually got some weekend getaways, which are kind of exotic, and oftentimes some golfing packages, other sports packages. If I remember correctly, I think they usually have some Royals packages and maybe some Cardinals packages, St. Louis Cardinals and such. And so, anyway, these are the sponsors that regularly contribute to that event. And that's KYOO AM/FM, Need More Vacations, Shell and Hammer Construction, Womack Monuments, Bill Roberts Chevrolet, Edward Jones, Mid-Missouri Bank, Shelter Insurance, Stewart's Custom Designs, Wild Man Plumbing, Douglas Hahn and Heidemann, First Baptist Church, Hogan Farms, Motor Monkeys, Oak Star Bank, Parton Real Estate, Pitts Chapel, Polk County Crop Services, State Farm Insurance, Brian Chastain, Agent, State Farm Insurance, Gianna Andrews, Agent, All Creatures Animal Clinic, Bank of Missouri, Bolivar Ready Mix, Creator Designs, Creator Delights, Garrettson's Trash Service, Hubbard Realty, and one other sponsor, Etch Salon. So let's take a moment and hear from them while we're on a short break.
Etch Salon is a proud sponsor of PCCS. Come see the friendly and helpful staff at Etch Salon, located at 919 East Broadway in Bolivar, for your beauty and wellness needs. From hair to pedicure and more, Etch Salon is there to bring out your true glamour. Etch offers color, cut, formal hair and makeup, facial waxing, pedicure, and deep tissue therapeutic massage. Licensed massage therapist Karen Cleveland is happy to schedule your deep tissue or therapeutic massage to help with all your aches and pains. All their staff are licensed in their area of specialty. Check out facebook.com/Etch Salon Bolivar or call Etch Salon at 417-777-0088 to schedule your next appointment.
All right, folks, and while we're on the halftime, we've still got 6.5 minutes left during the halftime break. Here is the path to third place for the Polk County Christian School Knights high school boys team. So they started in the middle at 54-60, lost to Eagle Ridge. So Eagle Ridge went to Game 6 on the winner's bracket, and the Knights went to Game 4. And last night, the Knights were victorious against Outreach Christian at the Youth Activity Center. That was 58-28. So this afternoon at 1 o'clock, the Knights will be going against the Round Grove Eagles. And again, that game starts at 1 o'clock at Elevate the Game, or New Heights. That's on Prosperity, 1107 Prosperity, just north of I-44 a little bit. Basically, I think that's 7th and 249. And so that'll be a third place round contest, and we'll be there and live stream that game. There is Wi-Fi at that venue, so we will live stream that game and have it available. And I've got the roster. I did not have a chance to study the roster before the girls' game started, this girls' game that we're now broadcasting or recording. And so we're going to go over that real quick. Roster for the Eagle Ridge Christian School Eagles out of Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Number 1 is Avery Beasley. She's a 6th grader. Number 2 is Aubrey Kessinger. She's a junior. Number 3, Annalise Wasson is an 8th grader. Number 5, Cesia Salinas is an 8th grader. Number 10, Addison Salinas is a sophomore. Number 12, Sophie Lewis, 7th grader. Number 22, Corey Kessinger, 7th grader. And number 24, Ellie Vance is also a 7th grader. Their head coach is Josh Carbaugh, and the assistant coach, Dakota Carbaugh, and their team manager, Jocelyn Jones. So appreciate all those players being here. And there is the Eagles team on the sidelines there with their coach. And the Polk County Christian School Knights, we've got Caitlin Sandage, number 00, Hannah Hale, number 1, Rylan Hood, number 7. I don't see Rylan Hood on the bench today. Yeah, she's not here. She has been here this weekend and has seen some court time for the championship tournament, which has been very good. Hope Freilich, number 9. Nora Everson, number 10. Ariana Larimer, number 13. Peyton Gray, number 15. And Destiny Larimer, number 21. Autumn Freilich, number 22. Aaliyah Presley, number 23. And the Knights head coach, Chad Burton, wearing the green short sleeve shirt. And the assistant coach, Brian Gray, wearing a long sleeve green hoodie with a black hat. And the managers, Emily Burton, sitting at the score table with the braids. She's running stats for Polk County Christian School. And assistant managers are Anna Everson and Olivia Walker over there on the bench, not in uniform. They're here to support the girls as well as a bunch of our fans also here to support. Appreciate everybody that's volunteering in any way, running the scoreboard, running stats, and just helping out. Coach Brian Gray, by the way, runs an iPad you'll see sitting there on the chair. He's running the Game Changer app on that iPad. And so on that Game Changer app, he puts in a play-by-play for the game while it's in progress, and he's in a good position to see the refs and see and hear their calls. And he's kind of as a coach, he's a lot more knowledgeable about basketball than I am. And so he understands the game a lot better. So he puts in those play-by-plays as they happen. And so if you're on the Game Changer app on Android or iPhone, you can search for PCCS and add yourself as a player, family, or fan. And once you've added yourself, you can follow along on the game and watch that play-by-play, but also watch the live score as it's happening. And he'll do that even like right now. If I don't have a Wi-Fi signal and I can't broadcast out to YouTube, you could still watch the live game as it's happening, just the score on screen in text format without any video associated to it. We are at Joplin South Middle School, and this game is live on Prepcasts. That's Prepcasts across the court, broadcasting from the other side of the bleachers at the table. And they are live, and they did share with me that there is Wi-Fi available, and I was on it briefly and had it going, but then we had some camera equipment. I lost my main camera, the one that I'm using to zoom in and out on right now. I lost that camera and couldn't get it connected. I was struggling to get it reconnected, and that's why we missed the tip-off. And so rather than mess with trying to get it live and get that working again, because I think that was part of the reason we lost that camera, we're just going to record it and get the entire game. So we'll upload this to YouTube as soon as we get back to Bolivar. It'll be available on YouTube probably this evening. But we will be live for the boys game this afternoon, going for third place, and we expect to be live at the awards ceremony, and we believe that's going to be at 3:30 at Ozarks Christian College. The girls' path to get here was girls playing Their first game was Fort Scott Christian Heights Crusaders on Thursday. Second game was Show Me Angels on Friday. And then today's game, Eagle Ridge Christian School Eagles. And the Eagles and the Knights both come into this 2-2 for the tournament. And so the winner of this game will be first place. The losers on this game will be second place. And I mentioned earlier, highlight reel. During the game, when I see something that I think is cool on the floor, good three-point shot, good steal, something like that, I've got a button on my screen. I hit that button and it saves the last 20 seconds of video and puts it in a separate folder. And I use those to make a highlight reel at the end of the season. And I've started doing that for the opposing team, who's ever on the court at the moment. And I'll put all of those that I have for Eagle Ridge, I'll put those in a folder, and I'll get contact information for their school and share it to the school. All right, second half action, 25-6 as Destiny brings the ball across. Knights are going to the left now. She's putting it back up top to Gray. Gray swinging it to the near side, and she's going to travel. All right, the girls know that they're past the halftime. Destiny stealing the inbound pass and puts it up. The girls know it's past halftime, and I think they've calmed down a little bit. They steal another inbound. Sandage with that steal. Put it up. Missed it. Went for the putback and drew a foul. So Sandage going to the free throw line. So I believe because they've got a little bit of a lead, they're looks like 21 points in the lead. It's not a foregone conclusion who's going to come out on top. But I think the Knights feel like they have a little more breathing room. And I think they're a little more relaxed at this point, it looks like, just coming out, starting out from the second half. All right, Sandage missed the first free throw. She's going for a second one. Second free throw's a swish, nothing but net. All right, the Eagles going to bring it back in, and number 10 is going to bring it in this time, I believe. Puts it in, bounce pass to number 4. They pass it to 10, out to 12. 12 down court to 2, who's open, but Hale gets there before she can put the shot off. She puts it out to 4. 4 puts the shot up, and it's a miss. Ariana picks up the ball. She's bringing it down court. Sees Destiny and Gray under the basket and open. Passes it to Gray. Gray missed the first shot, went for the putback, and 12. Just outreached her there. Grabbed the loose ball on the way down. Gives it to 4. 4 back to 10. Over to 4 and 5 seconds. They didn't get it across the midcourt line. And so it's Knights ball. 28-6. Ariana Larimer on the sideline bringing the ball in. Oh, timeout. I think the timeout might have been on the Eagles. I'm not sure. Here goes the signal. The ref says Eagles timeout, coach timeout, full timeout. All right, folks. Exciting to be here. State championship tournament for these girls, both teams. The Knights have lost a couple of players from last year, and they've gained a couple of players that are new to the team. Same thing with the high school boys. High school boys team is -1, who's out. Smacked his head in the last game of the regular season. But they've got some other players that are stepping up to fill in and doing a good job. We're missing that one player. Absolutely wish he was here with us. But the boys are having a respectable tournament. Appreciate that they're at least going. Their final game today is for a place. That's not a foregone conclusion, but we're hoping that they get a place. Destiny swinging it down the far side. Gives it to Ariana. Ariana intended for Sandage. A little high on the pass, trying to get it over the defender. And it's out off White. So it's Eagles ball under the Knights basket. Getting that full court pressure again. They know that they kept him from bringing it across in 5 last time. So they're trying that full court pressure again this time and travel. And that full court pressure worked. So it's Knights ball under their own basket. Ariana bringing the ball into Destiny. Destiny brings it across. And turns around, puts up shot, almost in. Gray with a rebound. Good rebound. She's going to pass it out to Ariana. Ariana puts it up for two. Missed that. And Sandage and number 4 on that ball. I think it was a jump ball. 22 bringing the ball in for the Eagles. She gives it into 4. 4, well, it's out of bounds. Off White. And Sandage with a steal on the inbound. Puts up an effort. And number 4 with a rebound. Ariana with a steal. Gives it to Gray. Gray driving along the baseline. Puts it up for 2. Folks, beautiful teamwork there. And the Eagles get the ball in. Number 4's got it. Passing it, intended for 12. Ariana with a steal. Gives it to Gray. And Gray putting it up for 2. 32-6. And timeout on Eagles. 30-second timeout. Coach Burton visiting with the players on the bench. I've watched him for several years, and I don't know much about the game, but he always seems like the players take some good advice back with them to the court every time they have a timeout or a halftime. Eagles bringing the ball in. They're not getting the full court pressure now. 32-6 on the board. Number 4 brings the ball across, passes it down to 12. 12 back to 4. 4 over to 22, I think. Put a shot up short. Sandage picked it up and tipped by 22. She's passing it. Nobody was there, so Ariana grabs it. 22 sneaks up beside her and lets her steal it. Destiny with another steal, folks. Destiny. There goes that basket from Destiny. I told you, I've seen her put up some wild shots, and she makes them sometimes. And that was one of them. She makes more of those than she misses, at least during the games. Number 10 bringing the ball back across, gets it over to 4. 4 back to 10. 34-6 on the board. 4 back to 10 again, inside to 2. 2 back to 4, and Gray with a steal. Gives it to Hale to bring it across. Hale over to Destiny on the far side. Driving along the baseline, bounce pass to Gray. Gray put it up. It's off the bottom of the rim, out to Sandage. And Sandage cross court to Hale. Hale going for a three-point effort, and close. Ariana following the ball, but it's out of bounds, off White, I believe. Yep, it's Eagles ball. Number 10 bringing the ball in. 4 gives it back to 10 to bring it across. And 4 over to 10 again. 10 down to 2. 2 back to 4 as she drives through and puts the effort up, and that's a foul on the Knights. White 0-0. Sandage with a foul. And so the Eagles going to the free throw line. Number 10 shooting for 2. First free throw is a miss. Second free throw's a basket. Good shot. Ariana brings the ball into Destiny. Destiny brings it across. And passing it, Sandage under the basket, going to put the shot up. Ball was tipped, and the Eagles end up with it. 10 bringing it back across. 10 inside to 2. 2 turns around, gives it 22 on the far side, going for a three-point effort. No good, and Hale with the rebound. She's out in front. She's going to slow it up. She knows they don't have to make that fast break. She's setting up an offense. And she's giving the ball over to Sandage. Sandage to Gray in the corner. And Gray inside to Sandage under the basket. Puts it up, missed shot, and it's tipped out to 2. 2 over to 22, back to 10. 10 bringing the ball across for the Eagles. Inside, Destiny tipped it out. Hale picks it up, so that's a steal for the Knights. Hale driving all the way down to the baseline, gives it out to Gray. She comes along the baseline, puts up a 2-point effort, missed it. Sandage with the putback and missed that. And Destiny, tip of the ball, saves it from going out of bounds, and Knights pick it up while Destiny's trying to get control. The Eagles pick it up while Destiny's trying to get control. 10, bringing it across quickly. She's going to slow it up, passes it to a teammate. 4, back to 10. 10 over to 4. 4 inside to 2, down to 12 under the basket. 12 up top to 4. 4 over to 2. 2 back to 12. They're trying to get it to her under the basket. Turn around and put a shot up. And 10's got it. She's swinging it down the far side, and it's out of bounds off Black, I think. 24 subbing in for the Eagles. She's going to sub in for 22. No, ref says out off White, so not arguing that. They're much closer. They got a better vantage point than I do. The Knights are subbing up, queuing up a couple of players. Aaliyah Presley and Nora Everson queuing up to come in. And the Eagles put up a shot, missed it, and Sandage tips the rebound. Ariana picks it up, gives it to Hale. Hale making that fast break, pass it across court to Gray. Gray driving around the defender, puts up a beautiful layup, folks. Love to see that. Score is 36-7. 2 minutes, 13 seconds left in the third quarter. 10 bringing the ball across. 10 over to 4. 4 down to 10 on the elbow. Inside to 4. She's driving down into the paint, putting the shot up, and draws a foul. So that'll be 2 fouls for the Knights for this quarter. And that was on White 0-0, Caitlin Sandage. So number 4 is on the free throw line. There's our first free throw. That's a basket. So it is 36-8 as Everson and Presley sub in for Gray and Hale. And the Knights with the rebound. Presley on that rebound. Ref says, I think, jump ball. Yep. Ariana brings the ball into Destiny. Destiny bringing it across. Destiny to Ariana. Ariana to Destiny in the corner going for 3, and it's a miss. Eagles with the rebound, give it to 10 to bring it across. 1.5 minutes left. Number 4 brings it all the way across, down to the far side. She's going to pass it down to 24 in the corner, inside to 2. 2 to 10 in the middle. 10 puts it up. And folks, that's a good play for the Eagles. Sandage brings it in to Destiny. It's 36-10. 1 minute 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Destiny brings the ball across. She's getting some extra pressure. Passes it to Sandage under the basket. Puts it up. That's a miss. And the Eagles, number 10 with a rebound. She passes it to 4. 4 brings it across. She's going to pass it up to 10. 10 back to 4. 4 up to 10. Inside to 2 on the elbow. Across to 10. 10 putting the shot up. And that's a basket. Folks, the Eagles getting a spark. It's 36-12. It's still anybody's game at this point. Destiny bringing the ball back across. Over to Ariana on the near side. Ariana to Destiny in the corner. Destiny driving along the baseline. Spins around, puts it up top to Ariana. Ariana over to Sandage. Sandage inside to Everson. Everson to Presley under the basket. And Presley bounce pass to Sandage. Putting it up for 3 and good effort. Sandage followed her shot, got the rebound. Gives it back to Ariana. Ariana inside to Everson. Tipped out by the Eagles and a foul, I think, on the Eagles. We'll see what the ref says. The ref says Black 12. That's the second team foul for the Eagles with 12.6 seconds left. Ariana bringing the ball into Everson. Everson over to Destiny. Back to Ariana in the corner. No three-point shot. She's going to drive along the baseline and took a blocking foul. And that was on number 2. Ariana bringing the ball in for the Knights. And she's going to put it into Sandage. Puts up a shot from under the basket. Missed that, and it's out of bounds. Nope. Eagles keep it, and they're not out, but there's the buzzer, folks. 36-12 as we go into fourth quarter action. The Eagles have definitely closed that gap some, but I don't know if they've closed it enough to make it up in the fourth quarter. We'll see. If they come out on fire in the fourth quarter, they can do it. But they're going to have their work cut out for them, and the Knights are not going to give it up easily. They are hungry for that third in a row, so we'll see how that turns out for them. All right, folks, as soon as this is over, we're going to close down, move the studio over to Elevate the Game or New Heights, and we'll set up a live broadcast for the high school boys third place competition. Polk County Christian School versus Round Grove. That'll be the Knights versus Eagles again, but it's a different Eagles team. Thank you for tuning in to PCCS TV. Remember, if you like this video, be sure and click the thumbs up button down below it and show a little love for PCCS. All right, players are back out on the court. And it's black ball. 10 brings it into 4. 4 gives it back to 10. Back over to 4. And 4 over to 2. 2 up to 10. Driving down near the elbow. Back up to 2 on the top of the arc. Over to, well, I missed it. It was 2. Ariana with a steal and a pass to Destiny. Destiny making the fast break. Puts it up. Beautiful two-pointer. It's 38-12. Eagles bringing the ball in. Ten over to 4. 4 down to 2. Back to 10. No shot. She puts it up top to 2. Gets it back. Back up to 2. Over to 4 on the other side. And they're going to try a three-point effort, and it's a miss and out of bounds off the Eagles. And that's number 1 out on the court. I missed that she had subbed in after that third quarter ended. Ariana brings the ball into Destiny. Destiny brings the ball across. Meets a defender at the midcourt line, and number 22 with a steal, but Destiny gets it back, tips it over to Sandage. Good steal for 22. Sandage puts shot up, missed it, and the Eagles get the rebound, passing it over to 22, and she puts it back to 12. Nope, that's 10. 10 brings the ball across. Over to 2. 2 to 4. 4 putting up a three-point effort. That's a miss. Ariana and 22 on the ball. And it's out. Ref says out off black. Number 12 subbing in for number 4. Ariana brings the ball into Destiny. Destiny bringing the ball across. And Destiny cross court to Ariana. She's looking for a player to put it into. Puts it over to Presley. Presley turns around, no shot, puts it back out to Ariana, putting up a three-point effort. And ref signals that's a two-point shot. I think her heels were on the line, so I agree. That is a two-point shot. Eagles bringing the ball back across. 10's got the ball. She gets it across the midcourt line. And up top to 2. 2 back to 10, over to 22 on the far side. Up top to 10. Destiny trying to get a steal. And folks, I missed what happened there. Sorry, I just got a warning on my screen that says change battery pack, but I'm on wall power, so I don't know what's going on there. Trying to troubleshoot and make sure I don't lose anything. If something happens, we are recording a backup video. So it's 40-12. Eagles, number 22 on the free throw line, shooting for two. That first one's a miss. And Peyton Gray subbing in for Ariana. And somebody subbed in for Destiny. I'm not sure who came in for Destiny. And Sandage with the rebound on the missed free throw. Sandage turning around. Driving through the defenders. Puts it up to Hale on the near side. Hale swinging it up top. Back to Sandage on the near side. She's going for, nope, down to Everson under the basket. Everson out to Sandage. Going for a three-point effort, and nope, no good. And 10 with the rebound, folks. There we go. I lost my, oh, no. There was my problem. I lost my camera. Apparently the power wasn't plugged into it, and so the battery died. I was trying to figure that and still watch the game. That camera should be back shortly. As soon as that power gets a little battery to it. It's 40-12. All right, camera's back. Apologize for that, folks. I hate that that happened on this. That is so frustrating. All right, we missed about 30 seconds of action there. The score is still 40-12. We're in the fourth quarter. Eagles bringing the ball down. 10. Puts it over to 12, back to 10, over to 22. 22, back to 10. Eagles put a shot up, miss it. 12 going for the putback, and it's good. So it's 40-14. Hale brings it into Sandage. Sandage back to Hale to bring it across. Hale puts it across court to Gray. Gray bounce pass to Everson under the basket. Everson put it up, missed, and Presley going for the rebound, put back, and there's a jump ball. Presley and one of the Eagles on that jump ball. And the Knights are going to sub in Autumn Freilich, number 22, Hope Freilich, number 9, Ariana Larimer, number 13, coming in for Sandage, Presley, and Everson. And the Eagles bringing the ball in. They bring it across. 10 over to 22. 22 down to 3 in the corner. 3. Well, there's a whistle, a shove. I think that might have been on Hope. Yep, 9. Ref says 9. So Hope Freilich, she's just excited to be in there, and I appreciate that. She's playing assertive. Brings it into 12 inside the paint. Bounce pass out to 2. Puts it straight up. It's off the top of the basket. And Autumn with the rebound. She's going to give it over to Hale. Hale brings the ball across. Sends it over to Autumn. Autumn to Gray. Gray inside to Hope. Hope dribbles, puts the shot up and missed. Ariana with the rebound. Ariana up top to Hale. Hale back down to Ariana. Ariana inside to Gray. Gray looking for a bounce pass to get it to Hope. Can't do it. She's going to, ball's loose and on the floor, and Hale brings it back across. It was off Black, so it's not a backcourt violation. Hale driving down into the paint, passes it over to Gray. Gray going to drive along the baseline, puts it over to Autumn. Autumn, no shot, gives it out to Hale. Hale going for three, and it's off the inside of the rim. And the Eagles grab that rebound, put it over to 10. It's still 40-14. 2 minutes left in the quarter, and okay. Subs coming in. Ref thought there was a timeout. Eagles ball on the near sidelines. Number 10 bringing the ball in. She's going to send it. Bounce pass down to 1 and stepped out of bounds. So it's white ball. Ariana bringing the ball in for the Knights, folks. Ariana gives the ball to Gray. Gray bringing it across. Down to Hope under the basket. Hope puts it up. Good effort. Eagles get the missed shot, and they're going to bring it back across. Number 10 driving all the way down to the paint. Turns around, and there's Ariana. And missed the shot, but there's a foul. We'll see what the call is. White 13. Okay. Apparently she wasn't set, and the Eagles going to the free throw line shooting for 2. That's number 10 on the free throw line. First basket almost in. Good effort. Second basket, miss, and Hope Freilich on the rebound there. And it's white ball. Ariana brings it into Gray. Gray brings the ball across. Gray over to Autumn. Autumn putting a shot up. It's a little short. The shot. 10 gets the rebound. Brings it across. All the way down and travel, I believe. Nope, double dribble. Okay. Further evidence that I don't know the rules and I don't know the game well. All right. Gray making a fast break as the defense was slow rolling across the court. And Hope puts shot up. That's a miss. Eagles with the rebound. They're bringing it down. Passing it inside, and Hale with the steal. And Hale passing it over to Hope. Hope gets it. She's going to bring it across. She's going to drive down, puts it out to Ariana. Ariana back inside to Hope. And Hope goes between the defenders, puts shot up almost in. Good effort. Number 10 bringing the ball back across. Autumn there for the defense. 10 puts it over to 3. 3 up top to 12. 12 to 24 puts up an effort, and nope, that's a miss. But number 1 chasing it down. She gets the ball back, puts it in, and Gray picks it up, gives it to Hale for a fast break. Hale racing down to the other end, passes it to Autumn. Autumn puts it up, and folks, good for 2. Autumn Freilich, number 22 on that. That may be her first 2 points for the championship game. I believe it is. First 2 points for her for this game. I think she's already scored this tournament. And for her first appearance at the state tournament, that's great. All right, folks, that's the buzzer. Final game, folks. Congratulations to the Polk County Christian School Knights. First place champions. Congratulations, PCCS High School Girls Basketball Team. 2026 Missouri Christian School Athletic Association state champions. And this is their third time as the state champions, 24, 25, and 26. And you've been able to watch this entire season live on YouTube, youtube.com/@PCCS. Congratulations to the girls. They've had a fabulous season, and you know they are psyched and pumped up and happy to be here and happy to have come out on top yet again. All right, folks, there's the team on the bench with the coach. Last minute conversation with the coach after the game. All right. We're going to end this broadcast, and we're going to come back at 1 o'clock with a boys' game. Thank you so much for tuning in to PCCS TV.
This broadcast is copyright Polk County Christian School, 2490 West Tower Drive, Bolivar, Missouri. Stop by our school to see what we are doing to provide a Christian education for students in our area. All rights reserved.